Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Raw coming at you raw. I got a new GamIN Talk episode 14 for you dudes. But first, if you could leave a like on the video in support, as well as subscribe here for more gaming news from console to PC, and maybe even tablets and phones. Now, without further ado, welcome to GamIN Talk episode 14. Here's the cast, starting from the one who's been with me since the beginning, Fresh PrinceThaGamer. Say hey to the people.
What up, everybody? PrinceThaGamer. We are back with another episode of GamIN Talk. Let's talk gaming. Subscribe to my channel and follow all my boys here up in the channel. It's good to have Lifespill up in here as well as NarDy. Let's talk gaming.
All right. Now, moving on to the next, my cousin, NarDy Nard. Say hey to the people.
What's good, people? It's NarDy Nard coming at you live.
Yeah.
Back at it again with another GamIN Talk. Let's get it.
Yeah. All right. I digress. Now, Nick's second time on GamIN Talk, my homie, Lifespiller. Say what's up to the people.
What's good, everybody? It's Life, man. I'm just glad to be back to do another one.
Hey, I am thankful that you are able, because we got some topics today. This is actually after E3. We're shooting this after E3. E3 has officially ended, and we got some topics for you dudes. Now, without further ado, let's get into the meat of GamIN Talk. All right, y'all, we are back with our first topic, and that is, what game won E3? I know that seems like a topic of the show. Most of these topics are topic of the show worthy, but this is the first topic. We're going to start off with Fresh, and let's keep it to one game, please. Repeat, one game, please. If you were to say this game won E3, what would it be? Fresh, tell the people.
You want me to tell? Wait a minute. Hold on. What you mean? Like, from out of all the conferences?
Out of everything, E3 in general. Hey, whoa, what the heck was that?
Whoa, what was that?
Dun, dun, dun.
No good. All right, go Fresh, go.
Well, man, that's a hard. Why didn't you? You should have had me think about this. You should have, man. I gotta pick one game.
Yes,
one.
and no takebacks. Just pick it and you're done. No honorable mentions. We trying to keep it in a timely fashion. We got less than 13 minutes left.
That's a little hard, brother. All right. I say Kojima's game, Death Stranding.
Ooh, that's actually a good pick. Why did you pick Death Stranding?
The game with no gameplay.
Because it was the most creative out of all the games that they showed.
Wow.
Really? How was it creative, if you don't mind elaborating?
Well, all I'm saying is only great minds would know how Death Stranding is and what it means in that certain conspiracy people think it is. That's why I say it's the most creative at the show, because it actually meant something instead of just being a game.
Right. It had a lot of depth in it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
It had a lot of.
I will say it did make me think, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me say this about Death Stranding. Let me say this. Death Stranding, you probably need a whole bunch of scientists in a room with maybe some theologians, because that trailer, you got the dude with an umbilical cord coming out of his stomach holding a baby, and the baby just disappear. You got some crazy stuff happening in that trailer.
You got whales dead and all that. You don't know what's going on. So
Fresh
in the sky.
Fresh actually had a good. I guess you could say. Actually, was it yours, Fresh, or someone else's? Where you said the dead whales are basically Moby Dick Studios, represent Moby Dick Studios.
Yeah, Moby Dick Studios represent when he made Metal Gear Solid 5. That was a fake studio they had made just to cover up the Fox engine. What the real thing was.
Yeah,
it's basically like a code name, like Project Scorpio. How they got a code name? It was Moby Dick Studios, basically a code name for Fox engine.
Yes, indeed. Like Death Stranding, definitely 2020 will tell you more about it. Oh, what?
NarDy, you right. It ain't no gameplay, but it was enough for him to, because he just signed over to PlayStation.
It's your opinion. I just wanted to know why. That's all.
All right. Now, moving on to the next person, NarDy Nard, you're up now. What game won E3 for you?
For me, You know, like Fresh said, it's definitely tough to even try to sum it all up from all three conferences, well, at least all three big conferences.
Shoot, I got mines. Y'all are tripping.
I mean, you the one created, so of course you
the
right.
one created.
No, dude. No, man. I've had mines after the E3 press conferences ended.
Nah, I got my game. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Detroit?
Detroit. Yeah, I like the Detroit game.
Out of all the games at E3, Detroit Become Human is your pick.
Yeah, I like the Detroit.
All right.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah.
What would be the reason why? Why did you like it so much?
Just the aspect of it. I like the idealism behind it, and you know, the concept. You don't really see too many of those type of stories with that type of gameplay, because it's kind of like what Quantum Break was, but it gives you a little bit more freedom, given the fact that you have the antagonist is Sentinels and stuff like that, and so it's basically like the whole I Am Robot theme almost. And you know how like people are afraid of Sentinels, and so there was a movie that came out that was sort of like the exact story of what Detroit is, and it was a great movie. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, talk about
I
X.
think it was like
Ex Machina or something.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Let me say this about that movie. I guess you could say that.
No, I'm taking my mic out.
No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna say. Listen though,
like
the dude in there with the bald head and the beard, right? That dude looked just like my employer right now, like my I guess you could say my manager. He looks just like him, man.
Spoiling the characters.
What you talking about? He was in the trailer.
He wants to. He don't. None of it spoiled.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even want that.
All right. He was an alien from outer space. He opened up in Men in Black. Tommy Lee Jones in that movie, kicking doors down with Will Smith as Jay. No, man.
Yeah.
All right. Light Spiller, tell us your game of E3.
Man, yeah, you did put us on the spot. If I have to say, if I'm gonna say the game that won it for me, is probably because it's the game that I want to play the most. If I could play it tomorrow, what game?
Whoa! That's actually a segment in GamIN Talk. What game would you like to play right now? If we can get to it with you.
Well, I'm just saying, just because of E3, if we're going by what you were talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, God of War would be mine. Reason why, because I'm a big God of War fan anyway, and I like that they turned the whole direction of the game. They went from Greek mythology to Norse mythology and Norse mythology, and now you're getting to see Kratos from a whole different direction.
Right.
So I want to see how that story plays out. I mean, there was other games that I was interested in, but you're only making us choose one, so that's.
Yes, sir. Let me say this. Let me say this about God of War, right? Like I never was really interested in all the God of Wars as far as playing them. Like I enjoy watching them, but this one I feel like I want to play it. Why? Because it reminds me of one of my favorite games of all times, which is The Last of Us. I was on Xbox 360, and when I saw The Last of Us, I was like, I had to get PlayStation. I had to get it.
Hold on. Now I gotta make this announcement. I'm sorry, I gotta do this. Now, I bought Raw God of War 3 for Christmas. And he ain't want it. He ain't want it. He traded it in for Mad Max. He said it was too much for him.
Yeah, man. Let me say this about.
I gotta announce that.
Let me say this about God of War.
It's a lot when you first
get friends.
Let me say this about God of War. It rubbed me the wrong way in how, like, I just couldn't stomach it in at points. Like, there was, like, God of War 2 back, it was, okay, good graphics at the time, but it was like, okay, whatever. But then God of War 3 obviously 2 kicked it into full gear, and then 3 kicked it into 11 as far as the graphical fidelity, and I just couldn't, I don't know, I just felt, I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't stomach the craziness that is in God of War. Like that scene.
Yeah, the carnage. Yeah, just pure death. I got you.
Yeah, word up. Thank you.
That's why you gotta play. Yeah, that's why it's important if you start from the beginning, you understand the story. But yeah, it's not. I've never
put a week on it at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not on everybody's list, and that's why it's gotta be your game.
Like even with that one what's that game called? It was Brother in Arms Hell's Highway. like the gore and stuff was in there, it was getting too real for me. I had to cut off that feature. Like that game was so mind blowing in what they were doing, but that game, man, you don't want to play that. You don't want to play that if you're not ready for that. So
it's safe for me to assume that you're not a fan of Mortal Kombat either.
I didn't even touch Mortal Kombat X.
Hold on. Wait.
I didn't even touch X.
But you played Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain?
Phantom Pain has some disturbing things up in there.
Phantom Pain? Hold up. What's Phantom Pain? I can't. My mind's blanking. It's drawing a blank. Hold up. Phantom. Oh, Metal Gear. Oh, wow.
Solid, the Phantom Pain. Yeah.
Why you didn't say Metal Gear?
Well, it was called the Phantom Pain first. But
man.
Say this. The boy had a bomb in his stomach and all that. They had to do surgery. They showed everything.
Yeah, but for some reason. Oh, snap. We lost NarDy. Hopefully he gets back in. But let me say this about Phantom Pain. For some reason, I could stomach. I was able to stomach it. I actually enjoyed Phantom Pain so much. Hey, man.
You would enjoy God of War.
Nope. Not some games you just can't play. So everybody can't play everything fresh.
No, he's right about that. I think 3 is the most barbaric out of all of them. Like the most brutal, violent killing.
It is brutal, though.
Yeah, like when he kills.
It was the soldiers.
I don't get it, though.
You talking about Helios?
When he was killing human soldiers. Whoa, NarDy, you blew up in our mics. Sorry if people are listening to this with the earphones. But look. We're going to get back on track. With 2 minutes left on the clock, I'm going to name my E3 game. My game who won E3. This is it. With it's one game. One game that made it happen, and that was, first knows it, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my game of E3. Why? Because, let me say this. When we think about consoles, right, we think about exclusives. And when we think about exclusives, we think about if we're going to like it or not. I'm not saying you guys don't like Spider-Man, but I'm sorry. Everybody loves Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a character for the people. And to be honest, I think Spider-Man is America's hero over Captain America. I know people are like, hey, whoa, wait, no, I'm sorry. And now they got the white spider on his chest, so he's blue, white, and red, baby. So anyway, at the end of the day, Spider-Man took it for me. That game validates having a PlayStation 4 in 2017. That game validates you being anticipated, because the people behind that game, we saw interviews, we saw like them talking about it behind the scenes. The dudes, it's like you got the best people making that. It's like how Ryan Reynolds was making Deadpool. Like, I don't think no one else could have been behind Deadpool if it wasn't Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds doing that Deadpool thing made it as good as it was, right? Or as bad as it was.
So you don't think Jim Carrey would do it?
I think Jim Carrey would have messed that movie up.
He would have messed it up. He kind of passed his time. He passed his time. That's all it is.
Yeah, so you got the right people. You got the right people making the game. You have it as an exclusive, so that means you are unbounded with you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about no other place that is going to go. You just like, I'm focused on this one thing so I can make it breathtaking, amazing. And the trailer just was amazing too. When I saw that Life Spiller, you could be, I guess you could say, a witness of that. I freaked out, man. I started shaking them. We was at the.
I was like, okay. I was like, it's Spider-Man.
Oh! We was at the PlayStation event, and you guys like shaking them. What you talking about? We went to the PlayStation experience down in I guess Dallas. Oh snap, that's the timer. We got to move over to the next segment. Time is a ticking. Write in the comment section, viewers, what is your game of E3? We're going to see you in the next segment. Stay tuned. Okay, we are back with the next segment. It's actually a subtopic. What games are we playing? You guys helped me get to 200. That is just so awesome to me. I just don't know what to say, but thank you. But not just with words. I just dropped the prize. Let me go get it. Hold up. I got gift cards. $50 gift cards for PlayStation and Xbox.